Hey, what's up, soldiers? My name is GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and welcome back to another Saturday Top 10, where today we're going to be counting down the top 10 wonder weapons in Treyarch Zombies history. This was requested by Andy Nay, so if you guys have a top 10 you want to see here on the channel, make sure to comment it down below. If anyone wants to comment top 10 types of zombie players, that's one that I really want to do, and I've already started working on that. So if you want to see that, let me know down below, guys. But this list is not going to include any of the elemental wonder weapons, so we're not including the staffs, the bows, the hands, the Mark II variants, the Kraken variants, or the DIE weapons. So obviously, because like the ice staff is the best staff, the storm bow, the hand of Charon, the electric version of the Mark II, the ice version of the Kraken, the electric version of the DIE, like those are all really good. So we're just going to be throwing those out completely and just doing like regular standalone weapons by themselves. So hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do go on to enjoy it, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new, and let's jump right into it. Alright guys, coming in at the number 10 spot is going to be the Volcanic Withering from Mob of the Dead. This is the pack-a-punch version of the acid gat on Mob, and it is really good. Now the regular acid gat is fairly decent. You can attract zombies to wherever it goes, and that's kind of the main drawback of this weapon as well. When you shoot it, it's just going to shoot random shots. You can't really aim them properly, which is probably the most annoying thing about this weapon, but overall it's really good. It's going to last you into the 30s, blows up and kills everything. You can get ammo drops from it as well, which is also a nice thing, but the fact that zombies are attracted to it can really let you get out of tricky situations. If you're running, like say down the spiral staircase or going through a corridor of stairs, something like that, you're going to be able to get out just fine. And also the acid doesn't really damage you that much like it does on Blood of the Dead, which I would say that the Magma Gat is not as good as the Vitriolic Withering was in Mob of the Dead. Definitely my favorite version of it, and it comes in at the number 10 spot. Coming in at the number 9 spot is going to be the Paralyzer from Buried. This weapon literally has unlimited ammo practically. It only counts down to 115, and you do have to let it recharge if you just continuously shoot it. But the great thing about the Paralyzer is not only is it effective for killing zombies and slowing them down and things like that, but also you can literally use this wonder weapon to maneuver around the map even better. You can use it to get over debris and barriers. I love using it in the maze just to go over a hedge where I don't know where the exit to Pack-a-Punch is. So all that stuff is really useful for the Paralyzer, and it definitely had to be pretty high up on the list, but I would say it's number 9 all time when it comes to wonder weapons in Treyarch Zombies. Coming in at the number 8 spot is going to be the wavegun from Moon. Now the wavegun is a fantastic wonder weapon, and a lot of people like using it in the Black Ops 3 version of Moon to camp in the excavator tunnel next to Stamina. This is definitely like the best camping spot that you can use for the wavegun, but this weapon has been great and a classic weapon all the way back since it came out in Moon. And the reason the wavegun is so great is not only does it have these zap guns, which can kill one zombie per shot guaranteed no matter what round it is, but you also have the wave gun, which is going to explode and expand zombies, and then that ding noise is so satisfying and it's so fun to use. So the wave gun is just a great weapon, and I love using it a lot whenever I play Moon, and it's just so fun. You do need it for the Easter egg, which is kind of the drawback to it because it can be a little bit hard to get from the box, but it's still a fantastic wonder weapon. It comes in at the number 8 spot. Coming in at the number 7 spot is going to be the Raygun Mark II. Now this one obviously came out with Buried, which was DLC 3 of Black Ops 2, and ever since then the Mark II has been fantastic. I remember watching videos on YouTube before Buried came out, and you could actually get the Mark II on transit in town and stuff like that before the map came out. So I went on and I ended up using it for the first time. I was blown away at how good it was. It was just destroying zombies. I'm pretty sure you can headshot zombies with it pack-a-punch into the 70s, like early 70s. So definitely a very effective weapon, super fun to use. Obviously we got it in Chronicles. I still think the BO2 version is by far the best, but it was obviously a really good weapon on Origins. For example, you did have like the Scar H and the Boom Hilda, but the Mark II is always used for high rounds. So definitely a great weapon, and it comes in at the number 7 spot. Coming in at the number 6 spot is going to be the Cerberus from Mauer der Toten. Now this wonder weapon is super fun to use, not to mention you can get it so easily just by looking with a black light in 3 different locations to get the safe combination, and then you can just open up the safe and grab it. Now the Cerberus is really cool because there's 3 other variants that you can actually pick up and use for this weapon, although those are all trash compared to the base version of the Cerberus. The Cerberus is by far, in my opinion, the best pistol wonder weapon that we have ever gotten in Call of Duty Zombies. It is so effective. It wrecks literally everything on the map. You have manglers, you have the panzers, and you also have like the super fast speed red guys. I don't know the name, but overall those guys are super annoying. But anyway, the Cerberus is great, and it's really cool that we got this weapon in Black Ops Cold War. I would have loved to see it in Outbreak. I think that would have added a lot to the map, different maps I guess in Outbreak, but overall it comes in here at the number 6 spot. Coming in at the number 5 spot is going to be Alistair's Annihilator from Dead of the Night. I cannot say how amazing this wonder weapon is over and over and over. I've done multiple games of around 100 just camping with this weapon. It is super effective. All the different variants that it has, some are better than others, like the fireball and the one that makes zombies shrink. Those are like by far the 2 best abilities. The whirlwind's okay until you get a fire elemental to blow up in your face and down you, and also the one where it like disorients zombies is also pretty bad. But other than that, the Alistair's Annihilator is really fun to use. There's a great way to upgrade it. It's pretty easy to do, and it's a really fun wonder weapon to use in general. So it comes in here at the number 5 spot. Coming in at the number 4 spot is going to be the liquifier from Die Rise. Now I know this is definitely not many people's favorite map, but you can't deny that the liquifier is a fantastic wonder weapon. It's so fun to use. You can literally camp in the elevator shaft and go for ridiculously high rounds. I'm not saying I can do that because I'm not great at it, but it is something that a lot of people that are way better than me can do. And overall, the liquifier is just a really fun weapon to use. It's always been fun since it came out. It's really easy to build because it's a buildable wonder weapon, so you can build this thing in literally like a minute as long as you get good parts locations. Sometimes you get multiple up in the power room, which is a little annoying, but other than that, I would say that the liquifier is definitely one of the best wonder weapons, and it comes in here at the number 4 spot. Coming in at the number 3 spot is going to be the 3179 JGB215, aka the baby gun. This weapon is my favorite wonder weapon for a multitude of different reasons, and don't take this out of context, but kicking baby zombies is probably my favorite thing to do when it comes to Call of Duty Zombies. It's so fun when they make the high pitched like yelling noise, and overall this weapon is just really fun to use. It makes all the zombies that you shoot insta killable. So if you have like Mustang and Sally's, for example, shoot one shot of the baby gun and kill them with one shot of the Mustang and Sally, and boom, you can kill an entire horde pretty easily. This weapon is so fun to use, and I would highly recommend using it, whether it's in Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 3 and Chronicles. I would love to see this weapon come back someday. It is just so outlandish and hilarious, and it's definitely a great wonder weapon. Coming in at the number 2 spot is going to be the Thunder Gun from Treyarch Zombies. Obviously, we saw this in Kino and Ascension and Revelations. I would say the Thunder Gun is arguably one of the best wonder weapons of all time as well. It's going to kill zombies forever unless they're a little bit too far away and they just fall down, which is kind of annoying. Sometimes you'll see T-gun fails where you shoot it and nothing happens to the zombies, which is definitely more of a problem in Black Ops 1, but I have seen it a few times in Black Ops 3 as well. The Thunder Gun is just really effective and great for doing high rounds and any sort of thing like that. And I really like it on Revelations because you can literally destroy the Margwas and the Panzer super easily with the Thunder Gun. So it definitely is one of the best wonder weapons of all time, and it comes in at the number 2 spot. I also forgot to mention that it's on tag as well. I'm not talking about the Tundra Gun, but the regular Thunder Gun on tag is also fairly decent as well, of course. All right, guys, we have 3 quick honorable mentions. The first one is going to be the Raygun Mark III from Gorod Krovi. This weapon's pretty effective, and the fact that you can make a black hole is really cool. It's not really that great once you get to the higher rounds, but in the first like 50 rounds or so, it's going to deal a ton of damage. Next up, we have the Scavenger from Call of the Dead, one of the best weapons, especially for killing St. George when you have the Hyena Infrared, which is a super cool name. And the last and final wonder weapon as the honorable mention is going to be the Masamune from Zetsubo no Shima. This weapon's also kind of similar to this liquifier, where zombies will get damaged by the acid, and it's a lot of fun to use. It's really cool to get all the parts for and everything like that. So it comes in here as the last and final honorable mention. And coming in at the number 1 spot, of course, is the Apothicon Servant from Shadows and Revelations. The Apothicon Servant is probably the coolest looking wonder weapon of all time, not to mention it's literally the best wonder weapon of all time for a multitude of different reasons. But you can shoot it, it's going to suck all the zombies into the black hole, kill zombies indefinitely, super fun to use, super easy to use, and it's pretty easy to find all the parts and build this thing as well on Shadows. And of course, you just have to get it on from the box in Revelations, which is also nice. But the Apothicon Servant is by far the best wonder weapon without a question. It is so effective. So anyways guys, that is going to be the top 10 wonder weapons in Call of Duty Zombies history. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.